Yes, good morning, guys. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Today we are diving in to see what's going on with Nvidia and not Nvidia but Netflix. So is Netflix giving us an opportunity to buy deep? So when you start in the last 3 months, the last chance that Netflix gave us, it was 2022, a Friday, it's April, like this right now, 2022. When Netflix gave us a chance, he dropped just only this the 3 6 only the 9 months. He came with tested all time, almost all time high when it was around 2015. And since that, guys, since that time, so we see Netflix skyrocket. So remember, target, it was almost a support here, and because people didn't wait, it was enough time to see the price. So remember, on 2021 high, Netflix, it was trading almost 700. Is it 700? Yeah, it drove from 700. You see that price all the way to this area. So if you want to see how many percentage Netflix came from all here, it dipped almost 70-80%. Are we going to see anything like this again? Maybe to come to test around this price. Let's jump in and dive to see if we know Netflix killed the earnings on Thursday. So remember, and let me open my MACD here, long-term MACD. This guy is telling you Netflix will not come down anytime soon. So this one, like this a long time telling you this thing. Anytime you see dip, you should buy. You heard something like this one, but remember, this stuff, red hike, that's it make Netflix came all the way to dip here. And let's come on monthly to see what's going on. We need to see the stocks, guys, long term. So on monthly here, something is very interesting here. So we had this is called a bearish candle. We saw this candle you see over here. This is the morning star. So it was a reversal. So guys, this was a reversal. Here we didn't see any reversal because red hike started immediately, and we didn't see any reversal. Even you see most of the chart here, even monitor this one, December 2020, we didn't have that, but this one is very different charts from Netflix. So yeah, it's very different. If you see it on monthly, we saw this morning star here, follow two morning star, but this one followed by huge up and down. So it came to 830, pushed almost $1,000. In fact, this activity happened this month. When you come on weekly here, we had here head and shoulder pattern. Right now we have already formed head and shoulder pattern. So let's see, we call this one our left hand, our neck, which form our shoulder around 1064 we had. So between these two guys, so which one is it? Our this I can call, because we tested this area, I can call the recent double bottom. It was our neck. Our neck. We form our right shoulder on this week or last week, when after earnings, somewhere this area. So where we are watching, this is our neck around 822, because you see under this. Yeah, so let me finish this one. No, this one's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so something, let me make sure what I'm okay, I see where is a problem here. Let me correct this one. So yeah, this one's supposed to be like, are we going to come to test around 700 again? So on weekly here, we have the same thing, head and shoulder pattern here. This is the shoulder head, and maybe we can form something like pine faking out, and the long term is going to go down, because remember, all of these things, guys, supposed to give you an opportunity to pie, and in any other way we might be seeing this NFLX come. You see, this is the okay. We are supposed to come somewhere here. So around this 700. So we are watching that 700 on weekly. Remember, we form that head and shoulder patterns very clear. This week we closes around here, right? Because today, let's see, is it market's already open? Yeah, market's already open. Yeah, exactly, market open, and Netflix right now trading is 2%, 900, and this is the sum of the head and shoulder pattern, which is I should have the chance to come somewhere. Okay, I can put that area. We are watching, guys. We are watching. You know, when you put it, yeah, it's pushing now. When you come on weekly, you will see this pattern is different, but now you see these things now. So we are watching right now this pattern, if it's going to form. Remember, nothing is currently over here. On daily here, we have this huge signal pie. On this, we still have some few days this thing to push. Remember, yeah. So like when you come on, let me, yeah. So that's our head, and the left shoulder, it was somewhere there, and you see like this one just faking out, coming deep. This one right now is moving very straight. Remember, we put somewhere here. Yeah, that's would be fine. And I think I have to do something here. Let me return here. Yeah, so something like this. Yeah, something like this. So we are going to wait that one. So yeah, so something like that. We have this one huge buying signal is already, yeah, we can see much more. And on 4-hour chart, we have huge pound signal. Let me see if Netflix will code stay green today. You see, this one, the signal is sell right now. Is, yeah, this is where we are watching. So you can fake out, but the end of, remember, weekly is starts where every definition is going to work. Okay, this definition is going to work. Yeah, so long as this thing will stay like this, will be fine. And let's see our target. So this is the short-term target on this stock. Let me show you the short-term target. So on short-term target, if you use on daily here, Netflix, if Netflix will break 1169, that's be bullish. Remember, we have this one. You see this one, this is telling you Netflix below 918, that's when you will short. Yeah, that's entry for shorting. Remember, target number one will be 792, 667, and 541. Guys, thanks so much, and see you on next video.
What? Early, we knew we wanted to look at. There's Apple. Nice pop up to the 200 period as well. A little immature to get, a little premature. And immature, maybe, to get in a little early, just right now. I don't think it's immature is the wrong word. Premature is what we were looking for. But there goes Palantir right now, up pretty nicely, man, looking to go green. And if Palantir can go green, maybe you are the chosen one, Mr. Carp. I mean, there.
Whoa,
wow,
what the
there
hell?
it goes. Palantir with a nice. Yeah, Neil, watch your language, my guy. 94. Come on, man. On the day the Pope passes, Neil.
That's
really, Neil? 94.40. Just to the
Oh,
upside.
I didn't expect it.
Last week you said something about my grandmother. Now the Pope.
Man.
I mean, come on, Neil, man, you gotta get focused over here. 94.40. As we're just kidding around.
It was an honest reaction to how strong that chart was. I'm just being straight up.
Yeah, it's all good.
Not
man.
bad.
But yeah, there it goes, man. Palantir really just trying to pop through there. So nice move. And then before I go over to Neil, I just want to talk about one more name to see what was going on. There goes Netflix. Huge move for them as well, up 4%. That's more like it, right? That's that move that we're looking for off earnings. Now remember, 10.20 to 10.25. I mean, the market's going here. I don't think Benzinga's working because I don't hear any highlights.
No, Tesla made a big bottoming tail candle.
Okay, maybe it's time to pick up or short some of these pops, but here we go, man.
Look, Tesla's candle, and look, obviously I wasn't, if you're bearish, you're not expecting moves like that on Palantir off the open. It was a tiny buy imbalance. I mean, come on. But Tesla just got back to 230. We wanted to short pops into the pre-market high, but can we even get the VWAP is the first question. Hertz is doing absolutely nothing. NVIDIA couldn't get to 100 at all, unfortunately. So it got to 99 and a half. I think, look, it's holding VWAP. I think there's a chance that we could actually see this push into 100 on NVIDIA. I know a lot of people asked about UNH in the chat. My first answer is I still think you wait a couple of days on UNH. It's headed right back into the lows. 440 is a good level, but let it calm down. They were down a boatload on Friday. I think you just got to see this stock calm down a little bit. Bitcoin is still holding that 87,000 level. Well, this is the only thing I wanted to dip by. We wanted to buy it off those prior highs in IBIT from last week. So nothing's really coming into key levels with the exception of NVIDIA, which is coming right into these tops and that $100 level on NVDA.
All right, we have our first trade of the day on, and it's going to be NVIDIA, and it's already pretty nice. I just wanted to go short. I mean, like I said, man, it's just sometimes we talk about spidey sense and all that, but it's just the prices and the ideas that we write down sometimes don't exactly get to those levels. I don't know whether or not the Nasdaq's going to go up or down, so we are going to start to cover some of this. We just got 98.75. My stop on this is 99.50 break, which is the high right now of the open market. So 99.50 break. So yeah, man, we are going to be short here at 99.25, and we just took 50 cents. So 2-1 right there early, and I think I'm going to take another piece out here at 01s as it is trying to bounce a little bit off 99. And remember, the market could... Okay, my mic is no good. So,
yeah, so
I'm going to get some more out of 99, but go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, I got that wick as well. Bouncing on volume-weighted average price in NVIDIA. I'm waiting for that 100 level, which could come into play rather quickly. But I got to go over quickly to Tesla as well. So that bottoming tail candle, we're kind of reverting right back into some of these lows. So I don't know if Tesla's going to have the juice to get into the pre-market high, that 234 level, seeming like it's going to be a little bit difficult for us to get there. I did mention the other chip name we're looking for, Intel, had the $19 level. Well, it went right into it and is already starting to fail Friday's highs, 19.05. So if I don't get NVIDIA at 100, this is pretty much always the backup short plan. We'll see if we can get that one out in front of the 19 level. It's like we're always having these little mic hick issues here. Apparently mine is now good. Like usually...
Yeah, I think mine had some some dusty crusties in it or something, according to Ramin. So hopefully mine is okay. Yeah.
Dusty crusties?
Oh, it's dusty in here today, apparently.
Actually, no, I saw it next to my computer. I need to...
Yeah, we can't
my computer is ridiculous.
Can't pay the cleaners anymore around here? What's going on?
I need the air. Do we have a compressed air thing?
Yeah, there's one around. There's one running around.
We do have those.
We do have cleaners, Ramin.
Tesla doing the same thing. It's not at that pre-market high yet. Bitcoin's trying to pull back. I don't know if we're going to get the bid on BTC for now. Hertz, I'm not really seeing anything crazy on Hertz. It's still testing lower. I got the eyes on NVIDIA because I don't want to come pick me up. Hertz is coming out. Now Hertz is starting to accelerate into the 660 level. That's the one that we're going to be paying attention to for an XSR bounce play on HTZ.
All right, guys, pretty big trade happening right here again. We started this off. We've been doing this I don't know, like at some point it's like, okay, when I keep saying that we do this all the time, it does, you know, you have to be a trader, and you have to. We talk about this, man. We're here to trade, and it didn't set up perfectly. I would have loved to have a little bit more shares, but at the end of the day, this is great. This was 25 cents. You know, I mean, if you guys were watching me trade, and we just talked about what we were looking for, Nvidia is your number one trade idea on the sticky note. It's the only trade anyone's been. I think you haven't been into anything yet, right? It's the only trade that we've been in so far here, Nvidia. And right there, Joe, early. It's 9:35, and guess what club we're going to? Yeah, so it's right there, man. It's already gone. Now it's really starting to get going here. Like, the market finally falling on its head, and oops, Brittany, but we've done it again right now with Nvidia. So the sticky note remains what it is. And there goes Nvidia. We are absolutely making that move to the downside right now. It's $1.40. It's $1.50. It is starting to go, and it is the one more time. There it goes, man. They go. I mean, this is one trade. It's done like dinner right there. Hey, man, we come in tired. We come in ready. We're ready to trade every day. And there it goes, man. Now we're looking at the $2 club right now with NVDA. Adara?
Couple small cap orders on watch here. This is UPXI, Upexi. We had Brendan mentioning this one earlier in the morning. They did price a offering here at $2.28 per share in a private placement, raising $100 million. They also have about a 1 million share float. APVO, Aptevo, also strong this morning. Back to you.
Bunch of people on that one. Okay, whoa, that is one heck of a candle on Tesla into VWAP. Tesla was just at $228, and it just smoked VWAP in like a $2.50 move to the upside. I was sitting there chilling, waiting for the pop. We just got those 31s, or 88s in front of 31s. We bounced off 230 in there pretty quickly. That's real. Like, well, as far as I'm concerned, I was looking at the level 2. We did just retest those lows. So this one finally came in here. I am still staring down Bitcoin. That's the only thing that I like to the long. It's nowhere near support, so Bitcoin looking really good, but Tesla just 5% down and right into the volume weighted average price and absolutely tanking. Remember, there's still a big gap to $218 on Tesla, but this is the first target, 226.5 on Tesla. As unfortunately, this market only wants to head to the downside in there. But a little pop into VWAP. We want 226 if we can get it. We'll add back in at VWAP if we can get that as well. Is it even like Bitcoin if we get this bid? We're about to find out. I think we're testing these lows in a second.
Okay.
Keep an eye on BA here. This is Boeing. Bloomberg reporting here, it's circulating around X, that Air India is apparently interested in taking the Boeing planes that are refused by Chinese airlines. In case you missed it, last week we had some reports that China was telling its airlines not to accept delivery of Boeing planes due to, of course, ongoing trade disagreements between the U.S. and China. Now, apparently, Air India, as reported by Bloomberg, interested in taking these discarded planes back here.
It's funny.
So you can always find the market. That's the thing.
Look at this. Yeah, we drove by the airport because we were back and forth from Brampton a couple times, and the Russian plane is still sitting there. As Pearson Airport has a plane from Russia that we are not giving back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Interesting.
it's just there it is, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat, man. This is a one and done morning, but we still got to trade, so we don't have to, but we'll still look at some more names here, obviously, and look to make more trades. But that was a good one there for Nvidia. And by the way, I have about a third left, and on that note, I'm going to take out another piece and have a little less than a third left right now, as we were able to clean out underneath 98. I mean, that was a good level in the pre-market. So yeah, we took out some offers there, and actually sat on the bid and got hit as the offer got a little tick and came back in there on that move down. Now that we're getting a little carried away, I'll put some more here at 98 and figure that out. I saw someone in the chat there say, what about CoreWeave? Yeah, so down 5%.
36.
This is going to be one of those stocks that, we're right back into this level again. And if you like the stock, this is probably a decent spot to buy somewhere. You'd seen ARM and Reddit and all that have big opening weeks and then fall back into some of these levels. where you never really thought you could get them. Like when CoreWeave was up here at $53, $54, I think traders probably were hoping to get maybe back in near the IPO price. So that is now where you are able to get in, and indeed lower than that. So sometimes when you miss these IPOs, it's not really that bad. You do get another opportunity. So it looks like CoreWeave right now coming through, and yeah, we're just hearing MLGO halted right now. So I don't know if there's going to be news about MLGO, Adara, but we are halted right now, up 56%, closing now. Unbelievable. There had to have been just a note or something, because we were trading at 980 and then we just bumped to 1060, closing out at 1058, halted now. MLGO, which is, what's that company's name again? Micro Algo. Yeah, so there you go, man. Sometimes I get a mess. There was a messy symbol that was something. I forget what that one is. As well. But yeah. All right, let's just check out on AMD. So Adara will scour for that story if there is anything. But that was instant, and I'm not seeing anything on briefing. So something maybe there. AMD still down 3%. Maybe Nvidia does have. I mean, I feel good that we chose this one as our one trade so far here today, because the other ones were Mara down there at 12.
Bitcoin's mad strong.
Exactly. So Mara at 1250. We were bidding 1255. We don't have Mara down there. I'm also offering Amazon for a sell side. We didn't get to talk about this, but I was looking at 172 to 173 short. That didn't come through. And then of course we wrote down, I mean, we'll pat ourselves on the back for the NASDAQ write down, but at the end of the day, I wasn't waiting for VWAP. I was waiting for Friday's close, so we don't have that. So right now, it's $1.30 in the money right now. It's NVIDIA. We just got some more out at 99, and it looks, 98, and it looks like it wants to go lower, underneath the 50, underneath VWAP, underneath the 200. NVIDIA, let's ride.
Why is this strong? Why is this strong and mad, Tony? I don't know what you mean by this here. The only thing strong right now, well, Palantir was strong, Bitcoin is strong, but I don't know what's. I don't know what we're mad about. We're mad about the fact that the market's weak. How about that? No, but IBIT is holding VWAP. I didn't check on Mara specifically. It's just that when you mentioned Mara, I'm like, IBIT's almost at the high of the day when the market's trying to bounce off lows. Look, forget about 49. We can just throw that out there. I think you got to look at the pre-market low. Maybe we can hold on to VWAP, but we're so weak when everything is coming down. I love the fact, I actually really like the fact that Bitcoin is holding up the way that it is in a market this week. That's a good sign overall for IBIT. Just me cancel. I want one in front of 27s. We're going to play the VWAP game on Tesla. If we can get another reload in there, we're taking it. I still want to grab Intel as well. But you can see, like, it ticked up to 19, and there hasn't been a green candle since. It's just all red underneath the volume-weighted average price. So if you're looking for shorts, you're going to have to be pretty patient to pick them up, because we're at the lows. ES at the low, NASDAQ at the low. I did want to see if Hertz could do an SSR bounce or break the trend at about 660, like this level in here. It's getting there now, but we're screaming into that. You need to see it stabilize. It's down 18%, so it is short sell restricted. Uptick rule is going to be in effect. I'm just looking for those break the trend bounce plays if we can get a bottoming tail candle here on Hertz. Outside of that, let the shorts fly. Although the NASDAQ, something's holding the NASDAQ at these lows. It's not Tesla, it's not Nvidia. It's probably like an Apple or something. Yeah, Apple. Apple's holding VWAP and holding a higher low. So a little bit of strength in Apple is probably holding us together a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some more out on the lows of NVIDIA. I mean, I'm bidding 60s, which is the low. So I'm going to see if we can get that price. Oh, actually, we actually have a 40 low, sorry. The best fill that I have today is 58s. But it is making a nice move down. I'm going to take another piece out. Okay, here's Micro Algo. All right, it's open again, MLGO. So there it goes, open right now with breaking news on a circuit breaker right now for MLGO. Let's go see if Adara has this story.
I do have a story here with regards to the market. Donald Trump posting on Truth Social once again to start this week. Basically, he is calling on Jerome Powell, or as he now calls him, Mr. Too Late, to lower interest rates, saying that inflation is virtually non-existent, and that Jerome Powell needs to be lowering rates at this time, saying that there will actually be a slowing of the economy if he does not do so. NASDAQ on watch here. Also, keep an eye on Tesla. Not necessarily going to be a market-moving story, but worth noting regardless. We do have XAI reportedly with a large capital raise expected. So XAI, of course, run by Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Dave.
Yes, he is. And
Yeah, this just in. Apparently, there's many people that are wanting Donald Trump to be the new Fed chair. So many people wanting Mr. Trump to be the new Fed chair. So, his expertise in economics and rates specifically seems to be one of the better minds available to do that. So, but he might be right about inflation. I don't know if inflation is under control as he had said, but we had gotten some good prints which lead to that. The problem
it
is,
comes down to what you think happens with the tariffs.
yeah,
you
it's
think
just
the tariffs are
moving
inflationary.
forward, where
Yeah.
where is inflation going? Right now it might be fine, but right now you're seeing first of all, Nvidia, good trade over there on Tesla. Nvidia right now, big, but MLGO is halting downside.
No way.
Oh, right now MLGO. Oh no, I got to see if I can get some shares short on MLGO.
No,
I'm offering. Missed
We
it.
have locates on that?
No. So I got to it too late, and now I'm noticing that it says, yeah.
It must be.
Actually,
Sure.
no. Let me see what the rejection is there. Yeah, no shares available. So we're gonna have to go get some shares. I was way late on it. I was not getting shares anyways. But see, when you get into the halt state, I run over. I'm hearing somebody's mic in my background, which is B5. Maybe it's Adair's is still on. 966. I just go right over there and try to offer. And I wouldn't choose an ARCA. I would choose either a dark pool or like a BYX or Edge A. And those of you that are, in this realm, prop trading and have level 2s like this, those are gateways that you're more likely to get hit on because you have to pay a small amount for the fill. So algos will use those first to fill orders because the algo itself gets the rebate. And oh my God, right now, this is going to we always wish we had held more shares, but there goes NVIDIA. It is going to be for me, the trade of the day as, we put on a position. We didn't put on a monster position or anything on NVIDIA because it was just early. But guys, this was 25 cents worth of risk to get 200 cents. So you're at 8-1 right now on the risk to reward on this trade. And, that's why I kind of give those targets and let you know what kind of size. And like right now I have about less than 20% left, but in and around there. So we just got a good cover at what I thought was going to be near the lows, which apparently wasn't, as we go all the way down to 97.25 right there on NVIDIA. I mean, I assume Tesla also cranking lower, but oh man, yeah, NVIDIA. What is UUP doing?
Just very quickly.
Yeah, go, take it.
No, I just took my $2 on Tesla because it put higher low and broke the trend. So I think we get back into VWAP or retest those highs. I just also looked at the NASDAQ, which caught a bid and broke back through the low of the, oh shoot, I didn't accept those locates. Which broke back through the low of the day in here. So we held the low on the NASDAQ at the same time that you were breaking trend. Well, that's going to be an exit. Look for the re-entry. Ideally, I wanted NVIDIA first. NVIDIA was actually higher on the totem relative to Tesla. And this is maybe giving us VWAP as well. So both of these I'll be staring down while also looking at HTZ, which we might have just missed. We tried to catch that bottoming tail in front of what? 660. Well, that's where we're bouncing. I'm not going to chase that move. We wanted it off of this low. Cancel closest bid there. Wanted off of that 660, which is prior day low, and then the aftermarket high. We didn't get it. We didn't want to chase it. It was a play back into VWAP and maybe those highs. Not running too far away. If it pulls back into 660, I'll go long in front of that, give it to the low of the day on her. It's one of the only longs we're looking at, and the other was IBIT. And right. IBIT wants no part of these lows. It's holding on to VWAP and holding on to trend. So I guess it's just buy VWAP for me on IBIT at this point because it's 15, 20 minutes into the market, and this is yet to really break this upward trend.
Hit accept on those.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I went in to do it, and I see that Neil's already in progress to get us shorts.
That's my fault. You have to hit it, and then you have to hit it twice.
So I was like, hurry up and do it. All right, so we'll wait. Good, decent cover on NVIDIA. Obviously, a great one there on Tesla. As Tesla, the whole market's trying to go back into the upside. The one name that I just flashed on, and I was going to talk about before Neil mentioned covering there, was Palantir. Palantir just dropped right into VWAP. So if you're going to get a strong, I didn't take it, and I wish I would have, and I'm going to do it next time. If Palantir comes back into this level 94.75, I mean, it's not even like that's that huge of a level. If you're just going to look back here, there's not much. I mean, this is 94. This is 95 right there. breaking. This bottom here is 94.50, 94.40. So it's not like 94.75 was like something to really look at, but at the end of the day, it's volume weighted average price, and it does hold right there. Normally, I'd like to get a little more aggressive with these kind of plays if the market was also trying to get to VWAP, but unfortunately we're well underneath it, and now it looks like we just turn around on a dime there at the 50 period and at its past highs. That's twice in a row we've got to 18.1 on the NASDAQ and failed. Actually, twice in a row. That's there, and then basically 3 times over the last 3 minutes we've had a nice move up and then a